So like I auditioned for a few, like something, like it was like a scene from E.T., so something really random. And then like finally a couple of callbacks later, I found out it was for Avatar, and I met with Margie, the casting director. And then from there I got the screen test. And that was a long one because they flew me out back and forth from Virginia to LA like 4 different times. And then finally I found out.
It was the first audition, I completely bombed. And when I got a call back, I was shocked. And then I didn't think I did that well in the second audition either, but I got another call back, and it was only 5 kids from New York, and I was one of them. And then I was flown out to LA with Jamie, was part of that group that went to LA, and they screened Avatar, the first film, in 3D. And I really zoned in on Zoe's performance as Neytiri, because Soraya is similar to Neytiri. And then I met Jim, did a bunch of auditions, had also a test with Britton Dalton, who plays Loak.
So yeah, when we first auditioned, we weren't really allowed to know what it was. We knew it was Avatar. We didn't know what roles we were going to be auditioning for, so we could choose our own scripts. I chose a scene from The Breakfast Club when he says he's going to like shoot himself, but he wasn't actually with a real gun. So like very random stuff, but auditioning in American accent. We didn't end up speaking American accents for this film, which is always interesting.
I think it was my uncle, like other than my mom, because my mom was in like an Uber with me because she got the call. But I remember, I think it was my uncle. I remember I was like, hey, you know, I just booked Avatar, and he was like, shut the F up. What? I don't know if I can curse on here, but he was like, shut up. And I was like, no, seriously. And he's like, what? And he starts freaking out. It was cool.
I just had a really special moment with my mama, and it was a lot of happy tears.
First person I told was my older brother, because he was the only one in the house. And that was very of a British interaction. I went, oh, I got Avatar. He went, that's cool, man. Ever since Hawaii, Jim started saying the phrase, the sacrifice will make something sacred, almost like as a mantra to, well, he definitely kept on saying it to me, but I really liked that phrase, because I think that's also the epitome of what he does and how he approaches filmmaking as well. Like he's not here to make some consumerist product and to keep buying into the audience's need for more. Like he's happy to wait, he's happy to go away and just really focus on the art and creativity, and have one film in sight as a focal point for that many years. I think it's beyond what any other director of our time does.
And because of that, he really took the time with us. I was doing an emotional scene, and it was just, it was messing with my head. And every time he would give me notes, he'd come and he'd speak very, very softly to make sure I wouldn't get out of the headspace, but to know that I was still safe. Along with that, he was just a very supportive director. Along with that, he said that acting is, you're going to be waiting more than you're actually going to be acting. So you have to quickly learn to be patient on set, because a lot of things happen. If anyone's ever been on a set, they know you are sitting in your chair for a while, and then you get to do what you love.
I think, first of all, I mean, he's very like, every minute detail counts to him. And you know, when you're like every day, you know, it's like, oh, we need to change that, need to change that. And it can seem like, you know, a lot of work, but at the same time, once you see it, like we saw the footage, you're like, oh, now it makes sense, every last little thing, because it all comes together. And I think as far as advice goes, I feel like he always just said, take your time with scenes, kind of similar to what you said. When it comes to acting, you know, you want a natural response, so just take your time. If it's an emotional scene, you just, you know, listen to music, do whatever it is to get you to that place, and then, you know, perform. I mean, I know, but I don't know if I can say it.
In general terms.
You can talk around it.
How do I talk around? It involves the ocean.
Yeah, I think the water scenes, people are going to absolutely freak out. Just the cinematography alone is something that we've never seen before, especially, like I know Jack loves. We just go crazy for the cuts where where there's water and you can see under and above.
It feels like you're getting submerged, like, I don't know, just cinematically, the way it was shot.
And the relationships with the animals, especially because we can't talk underwater. So it's something really, really special. And along with that, the sign language that was created by C.J. Jones. It was a Na'vi sign language that he created. That's very new. You don't see on screen. Very revolutionary. And it's something anyone can connect with, no matter if you're from the deaf community or not. And it really shows how much people can communicate, even when you're not speaking.
Because it's like really, really emotional when there's like not, you know, like the verbal words spoken, but just the emotion coming through your face and like the signs. I just feel like it's just truly just emotion, and that's, you know, how you communicate.
This is our home!
I need you with me. And I need you to be strong.